welcome back. This particular video is going to be about CS3, perpendicular bisectors. Alright, so we are doing this one today. Put a little star next to it. Okay. Alright, so perpendicular bisectors. If you, in order to do this video, make sure you have something to write with. It'd be helpful to have a straight edge. Doesn't have to be a protractor, just something that makes a straight line. And then if you have your compass, that would be helpful as well, but not necessary. Okay. Now take your book and open it up to CS3. Okay. All right. So this is how to construct a perpendicular bisector. Okay. Now the first thing you need to know is what these words mean. Okay, so perpendicular means that it makes right angles. And if you don't remember, a right angle is 90 degrees. So it makes those perfect cross, right, with the right angles. All right, bisector has that word bi, which means two, and sect for sections, right, or parts. So what a bisector does is it cuts, let me put it up here, cut something in half, right, into two parts. So that's a bisector. Okay, so in these constructions, all right, what you're given is going to be, really quick, let me just bubble these so these don't interfere with my steps. All right, there you go. We're all bubbled. Beautiful. Okay, so your given is always going to be a line segment. Okay, so we'll call it line segment AB. Okay, so you're always going to be given a line segment and asked to basically construct the perpendicular bisector. Sometimes they might say make perpendicular lines, or sometimes they're like, oh, find the midpoint, right? Midpoint is in half, so you would just have to do the bisector. Okay, so this is really productive. It does a lot of different things. Okay, so step one to do this, okay, is you have your line segment, okay, and you take your compass, okay, and you put, you put the pointy part on one of the points, and then notice, see how it's open all the way? Well, this, sorry, fix my thing. You want to open it so that it's more than half. Here, let me show you like this, see? So it's not half, it's not all the way, it's about 3/4, okay? So open your compass about 3/4, and then you just draw the arc really big. I'm a little off. My thing is moving, okay? It's kind of messy, but we'll make it clear. So you draw a really big arc. Okay, so draw an arc with radius that is more than half segment from A. Okay, so that's what we did. We just made it bigger than half and swung it. Okay, so then step two, you have your line segment A, B, right? And you already drew this arc. So now what you're going to do is you're going to use that same distance. So it was about this big, right? If you can't see, here you go. That big. And you just switch it to go from B this time. Let's see how good I can do this. So it crosses. Okay, so you're going to draw an arc with same radius, but from B. Right, so you just do it on the other side here. I'll make it darker so you can see it better. There you go. Okay. And then step 3, which I realize I'm slightly out of room, but we'll just squish it over here, right? So step 3, right, you have your line, do a smaller version of it, right? And you did a big arc, and then you did another big arc, and what happened is they cross. So if you, let's just call these C and D, and all you do is you take your straight edge, line it up with C and D, and draw a line. And I'm going to make my line red with my colored pencil so I can really see step 3. And there you go. So arc, another arc, and then connect the intersection points. Connect intersections of 2 arcs, right? So it's C and D, to create your perpendicular bisector. And so you know, this is the symbol for perpendicular. There you go. 3 easy steps. So, give me a minute. All right. Now at the top, remember we always want to put the final construction, right? So you have a line, you have an arc, another arc, and then I'm going to use my ruler for this, a line through the intersection. So this is the final one, and you can call this A, B, C, and D. Okay? And just realize that what it creates is perpendicular, right? And 2 equal halves. So let's write this down. Actually, let's put it, right? It's important because, right, creates 90-degree angles, right? Right angles, creates 2 halves, and the midpoint of the line segment. So this is a really, really important one. It's actually my favorite one because it makes 90 for us and it gives us the midpoint. All right, and just remember, this is CS3 perpendicular bisector.